Hello, welcome to this week's Messages from the Cards. So this week I have pulled 3 cards from the beautiful Gabrielle Bernstein Miracles Now card deck, and contained within them are the messages for the week ahead, week commencing the 3rd of February 2020. This is going to be a brand new weekly feature, so if you like this reading, then like and subscribe to my channel and you'll be the first to be notified when the posts go live every Sunday on YouTube. So let's see what the cards have in store for us for this week. So the first beautiful message contained for the week ahead is, I show up for myself and the world. What a beautiful card to begin this spread with. So this card is fantastic because the timing of it couldn't be better. We're just beginning a brand new month. We are in the last month of winter, we're coming into spring, it's all about new beginnings, it's all about thinking about what we want to do for the year ahead. And this card is reminding us that now is the time to step up, to step into our power, to be bold, to be brave, to be courageous, to do the things that we have been talking about doing, but which we might not have taken any steps towards yet. To start showing up for yourself, to do the work on yourself if that is what you want to be doing, to do the work on a project if you have something in mind that you want to do, but start showing up, because this card is reminding us that when we show up for ourselves, we also show up for the world. It has a beautiful ripple effect, and what we do for ourselves, which is of benefit to us, the work on ourselves, the work on the projects that we know are going to help others, is ultimately going to inspire, empower and uplift other people in the world, our environment, our everyday lives. So this is such a beautiful card to start this reading with. This card is reminding us to be brave, to be bold, to show up. And in showing up for ourselves, we ultimately end up showing up for the world as well, which is a truly beautiful thing, because the world needs to know exactly what we have to share. There is so much goodness that we have within each of us that we often waste because we keep it within and we don't share our lessons and we don't give ourselves the opportunity to empower others. And this card is reminding us that now is the time to do just that. No more hiding, no more waiting in the shadows, no more talking about things and letting another year pass without anything being done towards them. Now is the time to show up. Beautiful card to start this week's reading with. Let's see what the second message is for the week ahead. To truly flourish is to release all the tension that holds me back from letting love pour through me. Wow, a beautiful card to follow, showing up for yourself and the world. To me, this card is saying that in order for us to really allow love, goodness, abundance, all the things that we truly desire in our lives to flow through us, we need to let go of all the limiting blocks, beliefs and behaviours that we hold on to. And honestly, whether we realise it or not, we do hold on to limiting behaviours that stop us and prevent us from following our dreams, prevent us from manifesting what it is that we desire. One of the techniques that I love to do every single day, which really helps with this, is emotional freedom technique, EFT, otherwise known as tapping. If you've not heard of it before, it's basically tapping on various parts of your body, the energy meridian points, on various places across your face, and where your collarbone is, and your wrists and underneath your arm. And basically in tapping on those energy meridian points, it's almost like acupuncture. It releases energy within our body and gets things shifting and moving, like stagnant energy to do with limiting beliefs and behaviours. It gets it shifting and moving so that we can release it completely from our lives. There are plenty of videos on YouTube about it. Google Brad Yates and also Gala Darling. They're the 2 people that I would say are fantastic people to start looking into this with, and you can follow along to their own routines that they have until you're comfortable with coming up with your own tapping routine. But I definitely recommend tapping as a way to help us to clear through our limiting blocks and beliefs, because what this card is telling us is that to be able to flourish in life, we have to let go of what is holding us back. We have to let go of the invisible limiting chains that we've put ourselves in based on previous experiences, based on past behaviours, based on like the habits that we've gotten ourselves into. If we are going to flourish, we have to let all of that go, because in order to let the love and the goodness and the abundance that the universe has for us to flow through us, we have to be free. So this is a beautiful card to remind us that in order to show up for ourselves and the world and to flourish, we have to release what is holding us back. So definitely look into emotional freedom technique, or tapping, as it's otherwise known, as a technique to release some of our old limiting patterns of behaviour. So what's the third message for this week, the 3rd of February? When I've overshared, I simply say, wait, why am I talking? Oh my goodness, I love this card, because I feel that with social media especially, the temptation is always to just overshare details of our lives. If we have a project that we're working on, for example, I'm writing a book at the moment, and the temptation is to constantly share what I'm doing on social media and to describe and want to like tell everybody what the book is about and how it's going to help them. But sometimes the best way that you can actually achieve what it is you want to achieve is by saying nothing at all, and just sharing when you've either finished the project or when you're nearly finished. Because if you're not careful and you share your dreams and your goals and your plans with people that don't really understand what you're doing or aren't in the same vibration as yourself, there is a real danger that they are going to say something which is going to knock your confidence or try and talk you out of what you're doing. So I think the best thing you can do is just be like, why do I feel the need to share all this information with people? Sometimes the most powerful action we have is silence. Keeping our dreams and goals within us until we are ready to share them, until the time is right to share them, not just talking for the sake of talking. Why am I talking? I love this question. Why am I talking? There's no need to talk unless you have a real purpose and a reason. Let your actions speak louder than your words until you are ready to share with your words what it is that you are doing. And if you're working on yourself, let your actions, let the changed behaviours that you're adopting speak for themselves. You don't have to talk on social media that you're on a personal development journey or you're working on your healing or your self-love. Just let your actions speak for themselves when people start to understand that you are changing as a person through the way that you're behaving. If you're working on a project like what I'm doing, turn the time that you'll be spending trying to tell other people about what you're doing into the work for the project itself. And then when you're ready, then talk about it. It doesn't have to be something that you continuously share with people just for the sake of sharing it. I love these cards. I feel like the overall message for the week ahead is one of just being bold and courageous, releasing what is holding us back, and really learning that we don't have to talk just for the sake of it. Only share when we're ready to share, and otherwise silence is golden, as that beautiful phrase says. Just take this time to work on ourselves, take this time to be ready to show up for the world, be ready to share our gifts with the world. A really, really beautiful set of cards for this week. So I'm wishing you a beautiful week ahead. If you've liked this reading, remember you can subscribe and like my channel, and you'll be notified every Sunday when a new post goes live on YouTube. And I'm wishing you a beautiful week ahead.